Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another roundup of items that I have finished off. As always, I will leave timestamps down below in the description box. I'm going to go ahead and start with one of my smaller categories, which is makeup items. The first, what I consider a makeup item that I have finished off, are these two e.l.f. Daily Brush Cleaners. I personally really prefer the larger jumbo size that e.l.f. sells, but in my local CVS, which is where I typically have been getting any kind of drugstore stuff lately, they don't seem to stock the bigger size, and so I had some coupons and discounts, basically got one of these entirely for free. So I used both of these up. Again, if I do place an e.l.f. order from the website, I would purchase a jumbo size. I'm trying really hard not to mass purchase a bunch of them all at once, but I love this stuff to swipe off my brushes. I deep cleanse my brushes once a week, but every single day after I'm done putting on my makeup, I quickly spritz these and wipe my brush off. I am aware that the main ingredient in here is alcohol, but for me, I just prefer cleaning off my brushes every day. If for no other reason, it does wash away the color, and I'm somebody who tends to just use the same brushes over and over again, but not always apply the same colored products. So if I didn't use something like this each day, I would have mixing of colors, and that's not my jam. So I love this stuff. I will keep purchasing it. I have another item that I've decided just to declutter. It's the Hourglass Ambient Strobe Lighting Powder. You guys saw me recently talk about this in my March beauty discoveries, or like testing March stuff out follow-up video, and I was kind of on the fence about it, and I got a couple of comments saying that the way I was using it, which is more for like a finishing powder, wasn't the intended purpose of this item in particular. It was meant to be more of a strobing or highlighting powder. I don't really like the strobing look. It's not something I go for, and to be honest, I don't think this is a great highlighter. I prefer a more in-your-face highlighter than this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and declutter it. It's just not worth my time. I got a lot of product in here, and I don't want to huff and puff through it, so it's out of here. The other item that I am getting rid of is the Collab Black Brown The Works Wow Effect All-in-One Mascara. Lots of names on this. This I've had for a super long time, and I am just done with it. Essentially, what I have realized about this is that it is just a formula that is supposed to be wet. And when I first started using it, it was too wet for me to really get a lot of function out of it. I was getting it everywhere. It was super messy. It wasn't my jam. So then I figured, like, well, why don't you just leave it open? Like other mascaras I've had before, I thought like it would dry out a little bit and then be perfect. Not the case. It has remained a super wet formula, and it's really hard for me not to get like clumpy, gumky lashes because of this. I also, when I pull this out, I have to kind of push the stopper back in. It kind of pulls out a little bit, and I'm always cleaning the wand. Like, I'm cleaning product off the wand, and it still feels like a high maintenance, hard to apply mascara. I'm not sure if this is just a dud one, and normally it's not like that, but it's just not worth the fuss. The one thing I will say though, to its advantage, I did not realize or did not intend to purchase a black brown mascara, but I ended up with it, and then I found that I really like it. Why I like it so much for my complexion in particular is it's not necessarily as harsh as black mascara. When I was in high school and I started to wear makeup, by that I meant I wore three things: under eye concealer / blemish concealer, eyeliner, and mascara. I only wore brown. I wore the orange tube of mascara from CoverGirl in brown. I wore their brown felt tip liner, which wasn't great, but I used it anyways. And I used the CoverGirl, whatever they had for a concealer that I bought, whether it was my shade or not. That's what I wore. And when I made the transition to wanting to like wear other makeup and get more into makeup, I sort of left behind brown mascara, but it really is the most flattering and less sort of harsh look for my face. I don't necessarily care that much to not purchase black mascara. I've mostly still purchased black mascara, but this made me think that perhaps I might want to explore the black brown version, because most mascaras that hit at least the drugstore come in blackest black and black brown, and I always just go for blackest black. So this was educational in that regard, but unless you guys tell me otherwise, I'm unlikely to repurchase this product. 3 nail goods. The first is the Kiss Brush On Nail Glue. As a reminder, I choose to use the glue in conjunction to the adhesive that comes on the impressed nails. I know that the claim right on the front package says no glue needed, but I'm just really rough, and I find that when I wear these without any glue, they don't hold up nearly as well. Now my sister, she swears by not eating glue. She says she can wear them for like 15 days before they start to pop off. That's never been my lifestyle. I can make it like 3 days and then they start to pop off. Like I said, I think I'm just a little bit rougher. So I swear by this stuff. I've used up another one of these. Then for nails, I have two current like favorites. One's a standby favorite, one is a new favorite. The first one that I have is from the Rebecca Minkoff collaboration. It is in the shade Glitterati. They're the ones that I have on my nails right now. I truthfully would love a set that looked just like this. I think, don't know for certain, I think these are what they call their jelly nails. I had never purchased the jelly nails because all of the ones that I've come across have been the oval or almond shape, and that's not my jam, but I love these. This is the second box I've gone through, so I've worn these 4 times at this point, and I have, I think, a third box in my closet. I think these are fun, they're beautiful, they're easy to wear, and I like the look of them on my nails, so definitely recommend these. I think these are still in store. If not, check online. It's not going to be around forever, so if you can find them, snag them. The other ones are ones that I've purchased multiple times before but hadn't seen them in a while. I happened to be in a Walgreens and saw them, immediately got them, and then wore them twice. These are called Lucky. I feel like a lot of their nails are called Lucky, but essentially it is, I think, a Japanese cherry blossom. I could be wrong, but they're these really pretty pink nails. They have a general like glossy pink, and then there is a glittery pink, and then the accent nail is that flower. I don't have any flowers in here because I managed to pull off wearing 2 sets that used all the flower nails. Love these. I used to find these all the time and repurchase them. If I see them again, I probably would buy them because they're, again, a really simple, easy, everyday kind of nail and not super in your face. Another small category, wax items. I have Closet Full of Wax Vanilla Velvet. I'm pretty sure like the height of my blind purchasing and wanting to try out a bunch of different brands in the wax vendor world, purchased like a box of samples or like a mystery box. I don't quite remember, to be honest. I'm also not entirely sure this made it into my wax collection because I was going through the hoarding closet and on the top shelf I noticed a box and I was like, what is that box? What is in there? And I pulled it down and it was just cubes of this. So the first one that I have, Vanilla Velvet, they're all like different, what I consider single use or single melt cubes. This had 0 scent to it. I'm hoping that that's not the case with the rest of them. I have like 4 or 5 other ones that on cold smell good. If those give me no scent, I'm just gonna go ahead and declutter the whole collection and not bother because it's a real pain to melt something and get no scent off of it. It's not like a candle where I can blow it out and like move on. With a wax melter, I've got to dump the wax out, clean the little pot, and then find more wax. It's like a bit more maintenance. So I'll see a couple more of these, and if they don't work, I'm just gonna get rid of all of them. I probably wouldn't put that in a trash talk because it's a pretty decent box. I think I got like 30 or 40 cubes in that box, so not off to a good start. Another dud, it's from Candles by Victoria, Viva La Juicy. This, very, very much like the scent of On Cold. It's meant to be an exact dupe of the Juicy Couture Viva La Juicy perfume. Very little scent. Very little scent life, very little scent throw. It just didn't wow me. Not a fan. And then lastly, from Dessa's Homespun Scents, I have Rainbow Sherbet. This was great. This smelled exactly like rainbow sherbet. And I used to love eating rainbow sherbet as a kid. It was just like the preferred ice cream choice for me. This was great. I cut it in half. It had really excellent performance, as most Dessa's Homespun Scents stuff does for me. If you're looking for like a fun, yummy, fruity based melt, this is a great one. Okay, final category, largest category, all the body things I've used up. The first, I've been on a real like shampoo conditioner kick, just like trying to get through stuff. So I pulled out the Nexus Carafix Damage Healing Protein Fusion with keratin, protein, and black rice for severely damaged hair. Shampoo and conditioner. I feel like this came in like a gift with purchase from Ulta. I intentionally had been saving these because I wanted to wait to take a trip. We're not doing a lot of trip taking these days, so I pulled these out and used them. They smell really nice. I don't think I need to pay a higher price point. I think truthfully, I can just remain good with drugstore conditioner and shampoo. So liked it. I wouldn't say it was super like impactful for helping severely damaged hair, but it was fun. In true fashion, I've also used up a conditioner. I have the Garnier Whole Blends Repairing Conditioner Honey Treasures Royal Jelly Honey Propolis Extracts. It's meant to strengthen and heal damage. I think about 2 years ago at this point, maybe less than, I can't quite recall, but these were Christmas sets. These were discounted for half off from Walmart, so I think they were originally $10 and they were discounted to $5 for 2, which isn't that bad. Plus there was a third thing in there, don't remember. But I decided to just purchase all the ones that I liked the idea of. This I really like the smell of. I, in classic fashion, use up the conditioner before the shampoo. I have like a good chunk of shampoo left, so it could be a minute before we get that used up, but I like the scent of this. This was a thicker type of conditioner, which I personally gravitate towards. I like a thicker conditioner, but that's also why I go through it a little bit faster, because my hair, if you guys can't tell, it's pretty long. This is my hair curl. If it were straight, it probably would be a little bit past my chest, which is super long. I'm due for a haircut, but I just haven't felt like it. So this was fine. I don't know if I'd repurchase it. Truthfully, I think the most impactful shampoo conditioner in recent months that I can think of that I really liked was the L'Oreal clay-based conditioner and shampoo. I feel like that was actually having a real impact on my hair. This was just fine. Used up a Holy Grail SPF. I swear by the Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Dry Touch Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 70. Yeah, this is intense, I know. SPF 70, not everybody's jam. There's also some thought out there that after 50, what's the point? I like 70, okay? I like it. What I like about this is the dry touch nature of it. Essentially, it feels like I'm putting lotion on. It is a thicker sunscreen, but unlike traditional thicker sunscreens, this gets absorbed really effectively into my skin. And for those of you out there who don't know this backstory, I refuse to use spray sunscreens. I have never once not gotten some kind of burn from a spray sunscreen, and it's always like a stupid burn, like a patch of your arm that suddenly didn't get the mist. I don't think mists are effective for someone as pale as me. I just need more assurance and guarantee that I'm rubbing everything in, and this provides me that. The only con, I go through this pretty quickly. I think this is my second one. I'll probably go through 2 or 3 more before we're done with the full body sunscreen necessity, but love it, swear by it, will always have it. Another holy grail, I have my Way Hair Care Wave Spray. I have finished this off. I basically just got to a point where I wanted something guaranteed to hold. I have a lot of experimental products currently in the hair curling category, and there were just a lot of days I wanted to make sure my hair actually was not gonna frizz out on me and actually could carry the hold. This is not what I have in my hair today. I have purchased something different, but love this stuff. I'm gonna try to not repurchase it, use up what I have, and maybe find some drugstore alternatives. You guys gave me some good ones when I finished off my IGK other holy grail that I love, and I'm trying those out and seeing if I like them, because this stuff's expensive, and you guys know I'm always looking to spend less money if I can. I have a few number 7 skincare items. For the most part, go-to moisturizers that I've been using for, it's gotta be like 6, maybe 7 years at this point. Unlike other facets of my skincare routine, I have found that I can use bottle after bottle of this stuff without my skin adapting to it. I think it's because I'm not using it to do anything but provide moisture. I'm not targeting acne or things like that. So the 2 that I've used up are the number 7 Protect and Perfect Intense Advanced Day Cream, which has SPF 15 +5 UVA, and I have the matching night cream. There are a lot of lines in this collection. My mother, who is 67, she uses the pink packaged one. I prefer this one. I one time tried the oily skin one, and it just didn't work for me. I wasn't a big fan of it. So these are the ones that I've used the most. I'm trying to go with a little bit of a cleaner formula. I'm testing out some Derma-E stuff right now. We'll see, because I like the price point of these and I like how long these last. For example, I pulled this out on April 29th and it lasted me until about the end of June, which is pretty good. And then this one, the day cream, I pulled this out at the beginning of April, and again finished it at the end of June. Much like conditioners, thicker cream products I tend to go through faster, so I do go through the night cream just a touch ahead of when I go through the day cream. The other item that was relatively new to me was the number 7 Lift and Luminate Triple Action Eye Cream. This I got in a discounted after Christmas like number 7 little kit. I had tried to use this eye cream in the winter, did not go well. So I pulled it back out thinking like in the summer, because it's muggier and warmer around here, there's more moisture in the air in general, perhaps this would work for me, and it did. Would I buy this? No, but I'm happy to have gotten use out of it. I would just prefer to always use a really intensely moisturizing under eye cream because I just feel better, and I have super dry under eyes. They are very hostile to me if I don't take care of them, so I'd rather just be over moisturizing than sometimes skating by. I have some sheet masks that aren't in my project Use It Up. I kind of went through a phase where I wanted to not use tubs of my targeting or treatment masks and thought I would just pull out some single-use ones. The first one that I have is from Tula Skincare. It's called the Instant Facial Skin Reviving Treatment Pads. This was really interesting. I basically pulled this out, and there was one side that you were told to use first. You could slip your fingers into it, and you're supposed to just basically rub it around your face, and they said it was a serum. And then the other side had sort of more of like an abrasive, not like scratchy, but just you could tell there was some kind of texture on there that you were then supposed to rub the serum around with for 1 to 2 minutes. This gave me a lot of dry skin pull off. I haven't truthfully exfoliated my face, maybe in like 6 weeks. I don't know, I was feeling like with my skin being a little bit drier, I didn't want to exfoliate, and so there definitely was a buildup of dead skin on my face. It was super gross. I like this treatment, but I don't think you need to do a single use version of this. I know a lot of other like tubed or tubbed versions of products like this basically appeal that I found really effective, so I would probably err more towards purchasing that. But if you were traveling, these are really convenient for that reason. Then I have from CVS, it's the Skin Pharmacy Advanced Skincare Mask T-Zone Targeting Charcoal Sheet Mask. This was a 2-piece mask. It had a forehead and nose like piece, and then it had a chin area. So this is what it looked like. You can see like, if it'll zoom in, there we go. The forehead, nose, and then the chin piece. This was super goofy. The chin piece didn't really like stay adhered to my face. It was constantly slipping, and then the forehead piece also didn't really stay super well. I didn't have my silicone mask with me when I used this. That probably would have helped things, but like you shouldn't have to have the accessory. That should just be like, because you're being a diva, which is what I normally am, you shouldn't have to have that for this to work. So I don't know, I think I got this for free. I definitely don't think I bought this. Wouldn't recommend. Final one that I have is from Face Story. It's the Let's Talk Detox Purifying Pore Mask with charcoal and volcanic ash. This basically is a general charcoal type of mask. I didn't feel like it was amazingly effective for me, which is kind of a bummer, but I am really excited to try more of the Face Story brand skincare stuff. You guys know, maybe you recall a while ago, I purchased their oat serum that I've been using at night. Very, very much enjoying that. So this was okay, but nothing to really write home about personally. The final 2 items that I got a lot of thoughts to share with you. The first is the Briogeo Scalp Revival Charcoal and Coconut Oil Micro Exfoliating Shampoo. Kind of on a kick here with scalp-based shampoos. If you guys recall, I tested out the Sephora brand version of something like this, but it was a salt-based scalp scrub, and I didn't necessarily have a strong opinion one way or the other on it. I now do. This stuff, I don't think, is as effective as the Sephora version or the Kiehl's version that I have tried. What I don't like about this is the scrub in here is so fine that it's really hard to work it down to your scalp before it starts to like lather and foam up. So I didn't really feel like I was benefiting super well for this. I'm kind of bummed because I purchased a set from them. I think it had this, the conditioner, and I think it has like a drop oil piece. I haven't used either one of those, but this I wasn't super a fan of. I wouldn't purchase the full size, so I guess I'm glad I didn't spend money on the full size. It's definitely not cheap, and I think right now I would choose to purchase a Sephora one first, keep better track of how many uses I get out of it. I'm sure it's still better value than the Kiehl's one, because that one I think was like $25, but the Kiehl's one I think is the best for feeling the effects of it right away. The Sephora one, it's not too bad, not too bad. It's a good second place, but this, no. And then lastly, I have to eat my words. It caught me so off guard. I want to preface this by saying to you all that maybe if you spent any length of time on my channel, you know that I am a texture sensory person, and I can't stand the feeling of certain textures on my skin. One of those textures is oil. I really don't like feeling oily. I don't like the whipped creams, fortune cookie soap that turn into an oil that you rub into your skin. I've never come across a shower oil that I've liked the feeling of. I've also had horrible experiences with exfoliating products that have an oily base that are supposed to like scrub your body and then leave an oily residue. Ugh, ugh, don't like it. When I get massages, I intentionally make sure I can shower after my massage because I don't like the oily feeling. Don't like it. I stand corrected because there is one exception to that rule, and it is the Julep Rethink Your Shower Hydrating Body Cleansing Oil. This I got back in the day, perhaps you recall, when Julep had a Maven subscription. And what I loved about it was that you could skip any month. And a lot of times I did. If there weren't like nail polish colors that I was into, or if they didn't have some kind of product that I wanted to put in the box, I just skipped it. This box has now gone away. I want to say it's been gone at least a year, if not more, but at least a year. But I pulled this out and I thought, well, maybe I want to use this in a challenge. And what I typically do when thinking about bringing it into my project Use It Up is I test it out first. That's kind of why I don't end up decluttering or not using up products that are in that challenge, because I kind of give it a trial run before committing it to the project. And I loved this stuff. I was like, ooh, this is nice. What I like about it was, one, the smell. You guys know I'm not normally like a medicinal person. This has some kind of, I think it's lemongrass. I like the smell of it. I liked the pump. The pump was great. It gave you product super easy, which is great. I love the packaging. And here's the best part. It's an oil that didn't make you feel oily. It just made you feel moisturized. And for this time of year, experiencing the whole head to toe dryness that I'm not accustomed to in the summer months, this was magical. Anytime we walked the beach or went to the beach, or I was in like any body of water and I would shower when I got home, I used this. The only con, two cons. I went through it really fast. Like, I didn't bring it into the Project Use It Up challenge because I couldn't. I used it too quickly to bring it in. Like, by the time I was filming one of my last check-ins, I had like this much left and I wasn't gonna put in the project for that little amount, knowing that I was gonna use it probably in 3 or 4 more showers. And second, I don't think they make this anymore. Truthfully, I don't know if I would shell out the bucks for it because I feel like Julep stuff is pretty pricey, but I was on their website trying to confirm if that was true, and I don't think it's on the website anymore. So, I don't know, I'm just letting you know, if you have this in your closet and you're feeling a little dry, pull this out, because rarely am I surprised by things, and this was it. I was really happy to have used this and gotten use out of it and found that it was a good shower oil. And it's good to know that there is one oil product out there that I don't despise. Alright guys, that is it for me and this round of trash. I hope that you enjoyed hearing all of my many thoughts. I hope you're having a good day, and I look forward to talking to you in my next video real soon. Bye.